Okay, we're picking back up with lesson 8, or puzzle 8. 6 and 7, you kind of experimented with the different commands, the collide and the displace and the bounce off, and those different commands. 7, you had to figure out how to get the basketball to bounce off of the floor. So hopefully just trying those different commands out to get it figured out shouldn't have been too difficult. This one, once again, we have another debugging problem, and a lot of students get kind of lost and confused with this turtle puzzle, so I decided to go ahead and do a video on this one. Sprite interactions just run some code when they're called. The interactions are not remembered by the game. If you want one sprite to bounce off or collide with another, then it needs to be part of the draw loop. If you forget, then this can lead to unexpected behavior. So the turtle can be moved with the arrow keys. It's not supposed to be able to walk through the tree, but something is wrong with the code. Can you find and correct the bug in the code? Run the code and try to make the turtle collide with the tree. Look through the code and discuss with your partner what the problem is. Correct the code and then run it again to make sure it works. So once we run the code, you can see the turtle here. As I move my arrow keys, the turtle is going to move around on the screen. However, it should not be able to go and hide behind the bush, which it currently is. And so this goes, once again, back to the principle that I've been trying to teach you through these lessons in the setup of your programs. So if you remember, I've been emphasizing it several times, the variables and the sprites are declared at the beginning of the program. So right at the start of the program, that's where we create our sprites and we set our animations and we put in those properties that we want for the beginning of the program. We manipulate those properties here in the draw function. So as you can see, they have set up so that if you push left and the turtle is within the box, so they've set this up so you can't have your turtle go outside of the box. Then the turtle is going to move left. If you hit right and the turtle is still inside the box, then it will move right and up and down and so on. The thing that's missing in this code here in the draw function is our collide, which they put here at the beginning. So this will work at the beginning, but then once it gets into the draw loop, it's never going to execute this line of code again. It gets inside of the draw loop and it just loops within the draw loop. It doesn't go outside the draw loop and execute those codes that you've already put before that. So all we have to do to correct this is just take this collide and we're going to move it into the inside of the draw loop. We just put it right after the background. You could even put it before the background is drawn if you want. So now if we refresh and we run and we try to move our turtle down, you can see right now I'm holding the down arrow and it's not moving anymore. In fact, it's kind of bouncing a little because it's colliding with that, that bush. If I move it here to the side and I try to go kind of behind the bush by going down and going through the side this way, then once again I can't go further. I can't go behind the bush like I was able to before, because what's happening now is every time it's going through the draw loop, it's checking that collide and it's making it so that the bush, or the tree as what it's called, the tree and the turtle, can't really occupy the same space. Oh, sorry. So we need to make sure that if we're checking things like collide, it needs to be done inside the draw loop instead of outside and before the draw loop. So hopefully this one wasn't too difficult to kind of get through, but there we have it. That is puzzle number 8.